नमस्कार. आयच्या खाशेल्या हिडोनात तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आज आमचे रोज असे गेस्ट आसात जांकां हांव म्हजो आदर्श मानता, जांचे कडच्यान हांवें पत्रकारितेचे धडे घेतल्यात आनी जांचें नवें पुस्तक देशभर सध्या गाजता. देशांतले नामनेचे पत्रकार आनी इंडिया टुडेचो 9 PM शो एंकर करतात आनी देशभर जांच्या प्रत्येक विधानाचेर वाद जातात, विवाद जातात. गोंयकार Rajdeep Sardesai, sir, welcome to the
Namaskar, Namaskar Pramod.
Sir, how was the experience of releasing the book in Goa?
The experience of releasing the book, Pramod, was very special in Goa because for me, you can release a book in Delhi, Mumbai. तिथे लोक येतात, असं नाही आहे की लोक येत नाही. पण गोव्यात जेव्हा मला वाटतं लोक येतात, I feel particularly special because this is in a way my father's land. So for me, there is a deep connection with Goa because of him, and therefore it's more emotional. In Delhi it is political. In Mumbai at one level, yes, because I grew up in Mumbai, there is a connection, but Goa is special because of an emotional connection. So to release a book in Goa is very, very special.
Usually, Indian political landscape, Goa becomes politically many a times insignificant. Very less seats, only 2 MPs. Yet Goa finds some mention in your book. Why did you think that was important, and what was the most crucial factor that led you to mentioning that incident and characters in the book?
Pramod, one of the chapters in the book is about the mistakes that Rahul Gandhi has made or the failures of the Congress. Why I blame only Rahul Gandhi? Mistakes of the Congress leadership and Rahul Gandhi. And one of those mistakes was in Goa in 2017 March. Congress wins 17 seats out of 40. With independents, they could have formed a government. But they, for whatever reason, were unable to do so. And part of the problem, I think, was the relationship between Rahul Gandhi and Vijay Sardesai, or Vijay Sardesai's ambition, whichever way you look at it. But I thought it was important that one of the states which Congress could have won, they lost because they did not perhaps act as swiftly as BJP did. So to make the point that Congress has never lost an opportunity to lose an opportunity. काँग्रेसची सरकार गोव्यात व्हायला पाहिजे होती, नंबर 1 पार्टी आहे, पण then they still do not form government.
So instance when I remember they were in Hotel Mandavi and they had 21 MLAs together,
yes,
and they did not send a letter of claiming.
No, I remember, Pramod, that night, which I mentioned in the book, ringing up, I think it was Digvijay Singh Vijay was with Digvijay Singh when I rang them up at about 11:30 in the night or 12 o'clock to say, congratulations, you are single largest, when are you forming government? And they seemed very happy, content, everything seemed to be fine. The only question mark was who will Congress make their chief minister? But for whatever reason, between midnight and 8 AM next morning, there was complete change. So I thought Vijay Sardesai is an interesting character. It also demonstrates how, as I said, the Congress needs to become much more competitive when they are fighting elections. And I think Congress has learned the lesson from Goa. So now if you see, Congress will not wait for 24 hours like they waited in Goa. In Karnataka, they went immediately to form government with Kumaraswamy. So I thought that incident of Goa was important to show where the Congress had lost out.
What has changed for Congress from that Goa of 2017 and the Maharashtra of 2019?
Good question. I think Congress in Maharashtra has come to government by default. काम केलं NCP शरद पवारांनी आणि शिवसेनेनी. So Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar have struck the deal. Congress is the beneficiary, collateral beneficiary. So I think what has changed, of course, is Congress is willing to make certain compromises to come to power, which they were not willing to do 2-3 years ago. I don't think anyone could have imagined that Congress and Shiv Sena will come together. But I remember on 23rd October when results were coming, I was looking at the numbers and I just said, what if Congress plus NC plus Shiv Sena forms government? So everybody in the studio laughed, saying, you are living in some dream world. But this is politics in India. You never know what tomorrow brings. So I think Congress now is much more willing to keep BJP out they are willing to make those sacrifices that they were not willing to do in 2017.
But when do you think this change in mindset happened? After Sonia Gandhi became the interim president, that was the, I think, turning point for this change in mindset? Or if Rahul Gandhi had continued as Congress president, would we have seen the same thing?
Very good question. I think Rahul Gandhi would be more reluctant to tie up with Shiv Sena. That is very clear. Even Sonia Gandhi was reluctant. It was pressure from the MLAs. Everybody wants to be a minister. It was pressure from Sharad Pawar. But yes, you are right. I think after the defeat of 2019, the victory of Modi and the defeat of the Congress in those elections, Congress has realized that now if they don't act quickly or don't make those compromises, they will be finished in many states. Now, therefore, whether it is because Sonia has taken over or because of the defeat of the Congress is difficult to say. But yes, I do believe Rahul Gandhi is more unwilling to make compromises. Sonia Gandhi is more a political person in that sense. And therefore, she has political people around her who know how to play the power games. And this was about power games.
In your 2014 book cover, there is Prime Minister Modi and Rahul Gandhi. On the 2019 book cover, there is Narendra, you can see it here, there is Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. Yes. And no third character anywhere there. So, is that the most defining shift in Indian politics? If you look at your book in 2014 and your book cover in 2019, does it capture that defining shift very accurately?
I think that is also a very good question. I think, the rise of Amit Shah is one of the features of the last 5 years. In 2014, Amit Shah was General Secretary in charge of Uttar Pradesh. Now he has been BJP President, he is the Home Minister. He is clearly number 2. And as I say, this is Jodi number 1. This is Gujarat Jodi number 1. And they work together. This is a team. Now I would say it is.
Is this a good cop, bad cop?
It is a bit of good cop, bad cop. Modi is tries to portray himself as this supreme leader. He is looking at the big picture, traveling the world, going to global capitals, winning awards across the world. While Amit Shah does the day-to-day political sort of activity. They are both
on the same page?
Same page, both want to win elections at all costs. Same focus to make the BJP the number 1 party, to finish the Congress, to win election after election. That is their joint focus. But Shah is the executioner. Modi is the leader, the mascot. The mascot is Modi. Amit Shah runs the machine. And that is how they work, and they have been working, and that's why I have written in the book, this is not something that has happened only now. From 1987, when they fought a municipal election in Ahmedabad, I mentioned how Amit Shah is driving scooter with Modi on pillion. I am trying to imagine the scene. Imagine Modi and Shah on same scooter. From that scooter, they have come to becoming Prime Minister and Home Minister. So this is this is a 30-year Jodi.
But is it a scary situation? Because throughout your career, in your journalism career also, you always tried to be balanced. You tried to seek that nuance of balance. And when you published your second book, you felt that there is no other character from the other side of the aisle that you can put on the cover of the book. Is it a scary situation for you?
No, it's not a scary situation. I think the danger is that India should not become a one-man or a two-man show. We need a vibrant opposition. One of the weaknesses of our democracy at this time is the opposition is not strong enough. Now I am finally seeing in some states elections, and finally even in parliament in last session, opposition finally is finding a voice. Otherwise, you might as well call yourself an elected autocracy, that only 2 people are running, or 1.5%, Modi and half Shah are running India. And decisions are then taken by only 2 people. There are no all-party meetings. You pass controversial legislation like scrapping Article 370, Citizenship Amendment Act. All of this should have consensus, some element of consensus. There is no attempt being made to build consensus. And that is why you are now seeing growing friction between Delhi and the states. Today, Kerala has passed a resolution against Citizenship Amendment Act. Who knows, some other states may pass. So there is a growing division the growing, I would say, widening of the differences between what is happening in states and Delhi.
It is put forth by the BJP or the NDA side is that these are our manifesto promises. People voted us to power. They gave us such kind of a mammoth majority to fulfill this agenda. We are fulfilling it and you guys have a problem.
It's a good argument, and I can see where the BJP is coming from. Look, the BJP is a political animal, so they will do whatever it takes to push their political agenda. But I don't think we should confuse majority. Majority does not mean authoritarianism. You can have a majority, you have every right, we respect, people of India must respect the majority of the BJP. Prime Minister Modi has every right to take decisions. I am saying the manner in which you take decisions. You cannot reduce Parliament to a notice board. Suddenly 11 o'clock in the morning you come and say, today we are scrapping Article 370. This is a major decision. When you take it is part of your manifesto, but the manner in which you are going about it. Now also what are you doing? Citizenship Amendment Act you have amended. After you have amended the act, you are going to people to explain to them. JP Nadda just now came to Goa. First, you must explain what is in first you must build a consensus. What are the documents I will require or not require, whether it is for CA or for NRC. You go publicly and say, I am going to bring all India NRC. Then you say, no, I am not bringing all India NRC. So you have to be sure what you are doing, how you are doing it. And you have to take people along. In a democracy, just because you have a majority, does not mean that you don't listen to the voices of those who may not have voted for you.
Do you think, if you look at our political history, at least post-independence, that Indian polity or political discourse will be swept by this majoritarianism, or India has its inherent strength to create a counterbalance?
Again, a very, very good question to which I really am not sure of the answer. I have just written a piece for India Today magazine out of what will India be in 2029, 10 years from now. I have suggested Modi will be president for life. Constitution will be changed. There will be,
So you are portraying a scary situation.
No, it's not a scary. Some people believe that India needs presidential system. I don't know what, and I am saying there will be a growing assertion of this religious nationalism.
Your faith in India's inherent strength of standing up to such kind of tendencies is withering away.
No, but in the same article I say, eventually there is a revolt. People say, bahut ho gaya abhi. Next time you want to take such decisions, you have to take people along. So the presidential system is reversed. The constitutional amendments are reversed. I am creating future shock, 2029, how India will look. So yes, somebody may want to dictate.
So you are an Alvin Toffler who hopes to be wrong.
No, I am saying, yes, in a way I am saying that, look, I think India is a country which cannot be governed only by sitting in Delhi. This is the mistake that Indira Gandhi made. This is the mistake that the BJP should not make. The BJP must take every state into confidence. Why is the BJP losing state elections? Where Modi is not a factor, BJP is finding it more difficult. You cannot impose chief ministers on a state by remote control. Raghubar Das or even Manohar Lal Khattar, they were imposed from Delhi. They don't have Modi's popularity. You have to build chief ministers, empower them and choose people who will be able to connect with the masses. Modi has a connect, let us be clear. Modi has won this election. Why is Modi on the cover? Somebody asked me, आप मोदी के गुणगान क्यों कर रहे हो इस किताब में? मैंने कहा मोदी का गुण, I am not praising Modi, but fact is Modi has got 300 plus seats.
For the sake of change, that's a good question to be asked to you, no?
No. My point is, as a journalist, I have to reflect. My objective in this book is to try and understand the Modi phenomenon. How is it? Explore that. How is it that this person, who is a pracharak, who till 2002 had no election experience in terms of fighting an election himself, who was a backroom boy, who comes from Gandhinagar, relatively small state like Gujarat, becomes Prime Minister. In 2014, there is anger against Manmohan Singh. So you can explain how Modi won. In 2019, you are winning on pro-incumbency. That means you have built an element of trust with the voter. How did this happen? I think we must understand the Modi phenomenon, both his critics and his supporters. So this book is not about, I don't believe in bhakti, so I am not going to do Modi bhakti. I don't believe in only criticizing Modi. I am not going to say Modi Gabbar Singh hai. So Modi na Gabbar Singh hai, na Modi Devta hai. Modi insan hai, Modi politician hai. He is doing it, but we must understand his politics. Now there is a dark side to it. I think there are darker elements of how divisions are created at times. Vote bank politics he also plays, which he attacks the Congress of. He plays Hindu vote bank politics. Similarly, there are positive elements also. He is able to provide a strong leadership in some aspects. So I think we need to understand this Modi phenomenon.
But then the question arises that usually we always say that when the economy stumbles, at least the middle class is taken aback and becomes more cautious towards the political leadership of the country. So post demonetization or even post GST introduction and so many hiccups and so many changes, why do you think the Prime Minister could neutralize this fear of failing economy and still create, as you said, that trust and win with a bigger majority?
I think that is largely or to a substantial extent also to do with the quality of the opposition. See, people in a democracy choose. Modi is on one side, who is on the other. Now, Modi versus Rahul Gandhi for the Indian middle class is a no contest. Because Rahul Gandhi represents dynasty, family politics. He is a child of privilege. Modi, on the other hand, has a story to tell the Indian middle class. The story of a karma yogi. Whether the story is distorted, real, the fact is Modi came from a small town like Vadnagar and has become Prime Minister of the country. There is a story there. Rahul Gandhi has no story today to give. Chaukidar chor hai cannot be story. And the mistake I think that the Congress made, and I reflect on this in the book, is you can't attack someone personally without having an alternative that you want to give, which is more compelling than what Mr. Modi is giving. So Modi talks of Mazboot Neta, and on the other hand you have this so-called Mahagadbandhan. So I think that politics makes the middle class this sort of, we are in a presidential form of elections where people are choosing an individual.
Where does economy stand? See, from a voter's perspective on his agenda.
So let's be honest, Indira Gandhi, Indian economy was growing at only 3% in the 1970s. That did not stop Indira Gandhi from winning 3 elections, 67, 71 and again in 80. She lost because of emergency. Indian voters, let's be honest, don't vote on economy unless inflation goes into double digits. See, Congress's problem was in 2014, inflation was reaching double digits and growth was low. Now inflation is controlled. Inflation can sink you, like price of onion. Sushma Swaraj once lost an election in Delhi to Sheila Dikshit because onion prices rose. Simple thing. Middle class does not like prices to go up. But other issues, middle class is willing. Economy is an issue which concerns the middle class, but they are also concerned about identity. So when Modi goes into Pakistan or Air Force goes into Pakistan and Modi say, people say Modi ji ki sena hai, and they are able to carry this muscular nationalism, Bharat Mata ki jai, people get influenced, including middle class. So the economy...
So our political discourse is largely emotive.
Yes, no, it is an important factor. Emotive politics is an important factor. People do get swayed by emotion, no doubt about it.
In India.
You know, it is a very interesting phenomenon that in South India, Mr. Modi has not done as well.
Yeah.
So South India has its own emotional politics. Tamil Nadu.
But you are saying it's an emotive politics, but a different emotions.
Tamil pride, Andhra pride. I want my special status for Andhra. I don't want Hindi imposed on me. These are other local issues. So South India I will keep apart. But rest of the country, yes, I think this notion of Hinduness is getting more and more. BJP taps into it and BJP has been very successful in achieving that. But if the economy does not grow or the economy really starts to flounder, then those same people will start raising questions. That does not mean they will vote against Modi. They will raise questions.
Start asking questions.
And what we have seen in Jharkhand or in Haryana, BJP got 58% of vote in Haryana in Lok Sabha. It came down to 35% in state election. In Jharkhand, they got 51% in Lok Sabha, came down to 34%. 1 in every 3 voters who voted for BJP in general election voted only because of Modi. If Modi is not there, even in Goa, you hold an election today in Goa, if Modi is not a factor, BJP will not get the same percentage of votes in.
Tell you one example of a Shiroda constituency where the by-election and Lok Sabha election happened together.
Yes.
At the same day, there are 2 EVMs. Yes. On Lok Sabha EVM, BJP got a lead of 6,500 and the BJP candidate won by only 68 votes in the by-election.
Absolutely.
So that difference is quite, you can measure that difference.
No, you saw it in Odisha. Yeah. Naveen Patnaik won the Odisha state election, and in Lok Sabha, BJP gave him a fight because the same voter Indian voter knows who to vote for when. He wanted Modi at the center, Naveen Patnaik in Bhubaneswar. Similarly, in Goa, that voter in Shiroda may want his local candidate in Vidhan Sabha.
Yeah, the difference was quite huge.
Yes, and you will see this playing out in more and more states.
You also talk about the 24/7 politics.
Yes.
We have long crossed the 24/7 television. Now we are saying 24/7 politics, which actually keeps all the journalists also on toes for 24/7. What is this 24/7 politics, and how it is different from the 2013s and 2012s?
Dekho, let us not suggest that Modi is the only 24/7 politician. Other day I met Sharad Pawar. Sharad Pawar is 79. During the Maharashtra elections I met him. He was sleeping only 3-4 hours. 79-year-old. Cancer survivor. You will see that one sequence of Sharad Pawar doing address in the rain in Sangli. Most good politicians, mass politicians, work 15 to 16 hours. Mamata Banerjee, she goes to sleep at 3 o'clock, gets up again at 8 o'clock. So Modi is not the only person they are also karma yogis. Manmohan Singh, poor fellow, वो कोई छुट्टी नहीं लेता था, but he does not market himself. Modi is very good at marketing कि मैं ही कर्म योगी हूँ. Other politicians are also there. So, but yes, I will say this, that Modi and Shah have made the entire process of winning elections more competitive. They will fight till the last. Imagine they went to Tripura, where they had only 2 Lok Sabha seats and they had never won a Vidhan Sabha seat, but fought the election and eventually won it by putting a lot of effort into it. So like Virat Kohli has made cricket more competitive. Because today you can't play for India unless you are physically fit. Modi has made politics more competitive.
You also mentioned about Hemant Biswa Sharma and Vijay Sardesai together. From where did this error in judgment come? From that upbringing of privilege or lack of connect with the grassroots?
See, both Hemanta Biswa Sarma in Assam and Vijay Sardesai in Goa, they are political animals. Rahul Gandhi seems for some reason not to like these political animals. He thinks they are, people, they are not really morally, he thinks they are morally flawed. कि कुछ तो, I don't want to, मला ते लोक आवडत नाही. But you see, in politics you need political animals. It is like saying you are a news anchor, but I don't want a news anchor who likes journalism. See, you have to have politicians. So both Hemanta Biswa Sarma and Vijay Sardesai, I think lost out because they were seen as those kind of wheeler-dealer politicians. Rahul Gandhi believes these wheeler-dealer politicians I don't want. Now look at what has happened. Hemanta Biswa Sarma has joined BJP and made it the #1 party of Northeast. And Vijay Sardesai, all said and done, became minister, made the BJP government. I am not saying that what he did is right. I think when you are voted, and this is what I think is wrong in Maharashtra also, people voted for Goa Forward, not so that they would join BJP. People voted for Shiv Sena not so that they would join Congress. When you go to the people, you must be honest to the people. So I think Vijay also made a mistake, in my view. But let us also admit that he is an ambitious man. And there is nothing wrong in ambition. If the Congress cannot fulfill your ambition, then they will look for other places. Hemanta Biswa Sarma wanted to be chief minister. Vijay wanted to be chief minister. Congress has to accommodate all these people. You cannot only have your friends, your father's friends, your cronies around you, many of whom are non-political people.
How are you personally dealing with this shift? Because there has been a lot of hatred directed towards you, lot of vitriol, a lot of bitterness. I think initially it was difficult, but now accustomed to it.
No. You see, if your conscience is clean. Somebody the other day, this BJP spokesperson called me ISIS PR agent. Now, it is for people to judge who is ISIS. You see,
Amit Malviya ran a Twitter poll.
Amit Malviya did a Twitter poll. Is Rajdeep Sardesai an ISIS agent? Now, somebody else in BJP said he is a man of Dawood. See, this kind of language this is the problem. I am not going to, now I have realized earlier I would get angry. I would get into a battle with them. आता हे सगळं नको आहे. आराम करा. Let them say what they want. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. छोड़ो बेकार की बातें. ये सब बेकार की बातें हैं. Because politics has become in this country very polarized. Are you with us? If you are not, then you are against us. There is no discussion, no dialogue.
There is no longer room for a balanced nuance.
There is less and less room. There is less and less room. Because if today I criticize some aspects of Citizenship Amendment Act, does that make me anti-national?
Do you also feel that sometimes the same polarization is happening on the other side also, which is becoming a bigger problem?
Absolutely. The left is equally intolerant. Now, Arundhati Roy goes somewhere and says that you should tells people that you must protest against Citizenship Act by saying that your name is Ranga Billa. Give wrong name, give fake information to government. Now, this also is the wrong way to approach it. Or as I said, when people say, ye Modi jo hai, wo Daku hai, Gabbar Singh hai, that is wrong. The left is also intolerant of any of criticism. So is the right. People like us who are in the middle are caught between left on one side and right on one side. We are caught in the middle.
So, final question: is it high time for Congress to have a non-Gandhi president?
Is it high time for the Congress to have a non-Gandhi president? Look, what the Congress party decides, the Congress party decides. But I do think it is high time we move out of politics of privilege and dynasty. See, I wanted to play cricket and play for India because my father had played. But I did not have talent. So I did not play. In politics today, you can become a politician only because, sometimes because your father or mother is a politician. But India must become a more merit-driven society as much as politics. If Rahul Gandhi wants to be president of the Congress, he has every right to be. But then you can't resign one day when you lose, going into sulk. नहीं मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता, I will not be. मला आवडत नाही. असं नाही चालत ना. Politics, you have to fight. Look at Sharad Pawar, he also lost the election, but he fought. You see, politics is the most difficult profession in the world. And therefore, if you want to be party president, you must earn respect. You have to earn that respect. Let's be fair to Modi here. He has come up from state secretary, Pracharak, from Pracharak, state secretary, general secretary, spokesperson, then chief minister, prime minister. He has gone through the process. Whether you like him or not, you have to appreciate the journey he has made. Rahul Gandhi has had life too easy. But I still maintain, he, like everyone else, has the right to be party president, but they have to earn the respect of the party.
How did you feel when you saw the large picture of Dilip Sardesai in Panjim and you clicked the photo and put it on Facebook? This is the real final.
I have just changed my Twitter timeline also to include that photo. To my mind, it's a wonderful picture. Done by Solomon Sousa. I want to credit Vivek Menezes, who came up with the idea. But I hope many Goans that entire road should have all the Goans over the freedom fighters. People should come to Goa and go through Panjim, seeing all these great sons of Goa. So it's a great honor for my family. And frankly, I think it's, as the only Goa-born cricketer to play for India, it's the least that can be done. Many years ago, I told one Goa Cricket Association official, you should name the stadium or some stand after my father instead of naming it after a politician. Because we name everything after politicians. So I hope international cricket returns to Goa. They should consider either the stand or the stadium.
The first name is obviously...
You see, in our country, we name everything after politician. Rajiv Gandhi Stadium. Now it is Atal Bihari Stadium. So when Congress comes to power, it becomes about Gandhi family. BJP.
The good thing about this is that when the new stadium comes up, I don't think Dilip Sardesai is a competition.
No, I hope so. These decisions are taken by politicians.
Still, on merit, there is no competition.
Yes, so I think the mural is I would like to, and I would say it for anyone tomorrow. if there's a badminton academy that comes up in Hyderabad, it should be named after Gopi Chand, not after a politician. In any part of the country, if in Sikkim tomorrow a football stadium is built, it should be named after Baichung Bhutia. I think we must reward our sports persons much more. My father would have been very happy to see the mural, but he was a simple man. So for him, it would, at the end of the day, it is your talent that matters.
That speaks.
These posters and all are just part of life.
So pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Pramod. And to all the viewers of Prudent and all my fellow Goans, Dev Bore Karo.